to this computer. Hello, everyone, and welcome to W.A. Perry Middle School. Thank you for joining us for our annual Title I SIC PTO and PAC meeting. We thank you so much for being here tonight. We're not going to take a lot of your time. Depending upon how many people we have on the call tonight, we may end up having our first SIC PTO meeting next month. We want to make sure we get a good number of people to have a quorum for that meeting. We want to elect some officers and get some people doing some of the work here at W.A. Perry Middle School. We are required annually to review our annual Title I information and data. So that's the purpose of this meeting tonight. I am joined tonight by Ms. Camelia Brown. She is our curriculum resource teacher, but she is also our school Title I contact. Say hey, Ms. Brown.
Good afternoon, everyone.
All right, so we are going to go through our program. We have an agenda, and the first part of the agenda, Ms. Muse, are you here on the call yet? I know she's coming in. Ms. Kia Muse has served as our PTO president, and she'll be back. She'll be in shortly, just to kind of provide. You here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, Ms. Moose, would you like to call our meeting to order for us?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, parents of the lovely students here at W.A. Perry. Again, I am Kia Muse, your PTO president, and I am calling this meeting to order at, let's see, it is 5:37 p.m.
All right, and so we will begin with our Title I update, and we thank you guys. This year we have as a theme, all in. We want to be all in for everything W.A. Perry Middle School, all in for our kids. And before we go any further, I'd like to introduce Ms. Bridget Barwick. She's from the Office of Federal and State Programs. She's one of the consultants in that office. She is sitting in tonight for our consultant. Hello, Ms. Barwick. She may have paused for a minute. She may be out. Okay, so we're going to get started. So this is the annual Title I portion of our meeting, and we're going to tell you some information about W.A. Perry. We are a Title I school. We have been a Title I school for many, many years due to our poverty rate. And so in the state of South Carolina last year, when they do a poverty ranking of schools, W.A. Perry was like number 5 in the state. Our poverty rate is pretty high. So we get money from the federal government to be able to do some things for our school and for our students to ensure that the level field, that the playing field is level and that our kids get to experience some different things. And we'll explain that in our plan, but we'll start off with Ms. Brown, just a little bit of information about our school.
All right, so looking at our population, we currently have a total of 313 students. We have 47 certified employees, 26 classified employees, and our student attendance and makeup, we are predominantly African American, and we have a percentage of 95.2 African American, 1.9% Latino and Hispanic, 1.6% white, and 1.3% other. We are located in the Edgewood and Waverly community of Columbia, Barnville Estates. Our students come from the Colonies, Capitol Heights, T.S. Martin, Pinehurst neighborhood.
All right, so Every Student Succeeds Act tells us it's a law that was passed in December of 2015, and it governs the United States and K-12 public education policy. You probably remember the No Child Left Behind. It replaced that act and it modified, but it did not eliminate the provisions related to the periodic standardized tests given to students. So just a few of the things that it highlights. Holding all students to high academic standards. You may know we have a permanent theme here that says excellence is the only expectation. Ensuring accountability and guarantee that when students fall behind, steps are taken to help them improve in school. Continue to ensure that our parents and educators have an annual assessment information about how students are doing. And here at WA Perry, we try to make sure that not only do we send you the state assessment information, we send home STAR reports, we send home progress reports every couple of weeks, trying to keep you informed on how the kids doing. So we try to go over and beyond that. Empowering state and local decision makers to develop strong systems for school improvement. We have lots of people who are fighting nationally and at the state level to make sure that we have everything that we need in public education. Protecting students from low-income families by assuring they are taught by highly effective teachers. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. Title I, Part A, ESSA, as we call it, provides financial assistance to states and school districts to meet the needs of those who are considered educationally at risk. So the goal of Title I is to provide that extra instructional services and activities that support students who are failing or who are at risk for failing. So we want to make sure that we're doing that. And we really focus on mathematics, reading, and writing.
Next, looking at our reform strategies.
This meeting is being recorded.
Our reform strategies are ways to ensure that we provide success to our students. We have a goal for each one of these strategies written in our Title I plan. Do y'all hear feedback? I hear.
Yeah,
feedback.
I just had to, I
Okay.
muted somebody.
Thank
yes.
you. So our reform strategies, we want to make sure that we provide opportunities to meet challenging academic standards. We use effective instructional strategies. We provide additional assistance to students. We assist in early childhood program transition. We ensure instruction by properly certified teachers. We provide professional development for teachers and staff. We recruit and retain highly effective teachers. We provide meaningful parent and family engagement. We include teachers in decision-making processes to improve instruction, and we coordinate our programs with ESA. So our school-wide Title I planning team is made up of parents like you, and we'll be inviting you to join our Title I team, teachers, students if we are in the high school setting, community members, pupil service personnel, the Title I consultant, the LEA, and the principal. So how can you become a part of the Title I planning team? Just simply contact your school's leadership team, which can include the principal, the assistant principal, the AA, or the CRT, which is myself, or you may call the main office and let them know that I'm interested in becoming a member of the Title I planning team. And our Title I planning team meetings, they are open for parents and all other stakeholders to attend. We do hold them virtually so that it's easier and it complies more with your schedule. So again, if that is something that you're interested in, please do not hesitate to give us a call or contact us. Some of our plan highlights for this school year, and this is based on our comprehensive needs assessment, which means we go through and we analyze our data, we look at our student makeup, and we use those reform strategies to see how can we make our students more successful. So some of our plan highlights, we are using our funds for AVID program initiatives, incorporating things for student incentives, our summer enrichment, professional development sessions for our teachers, a reduction in our special ed population. We do have one position that is paid for out of our plan, providing refreshments and incentives for parenting sessions and community resources such as this one, and our retention bonus for our highly effective certified and classified staff to keep them coming back and providing services to our students.
All right, before we go on, just any questions before we go on? Just want to make sure. We'll have questions and answers at the end, but just want to make sure before we go on, if anybody had a burning question. All right, so we are guided by the South Carolina standards, all schools in the state of South Carolina. If you ever want to see the standards, dig more into the standards. They are on the State Department's website. And if I click this circle outside of here, I got to come out of the PowerPoint. It will take you straight to the State Department's website where you can explore the standards. So if anybody wants that hyperlink, if you want to see it, if you want more information about those standards, then we'll be more than willing to give that to you. And you can also ask your child's teachers. Ms. Brown is our curriculum resource teacher. She does all things curriculum. She helps and supports all teachers. So if you ever have any information about what is being taught, you're also welcome to see her and Ms. Payton, who is our assistant principal for instruction, and we'll take all those questions related to the standards. So we've had the opportunity to engage in some parent and family engagement activities, and Ms. Brown is going to tell you all about those wonderful activities that we get to bring back now that we're open.
Yes, a lot of them are face-to-face now. So one thing that we have each month, like the meeting that you're joining tonight, is our SIC and PTO meetings. They occur on the fourth Monday of each month. We also have our task force meeting, which occurs on the second Tuesday of each month. We have family literacy night, where we provide much instruction with literacy strategies and games and interactions. And so does our family math night. We also have a family game night where, if you remember before, we played the wonderful bingo and we were able to give away these nice baskets. So look forward to that. We have our family STEAM night, our transition night for our rising sixth graders. We have an African American read in and read aloud day. We have a Project Lit community book club. We have our spring and our winter concerts, parenting workshops, parent and teacher conferences. And please know that parents are always encouraged to volunteer and come join your child during lunch.
Dr. Coltrane, you're muted.
I'm just talking and just is muted. Yes, thank you. We're really big on parent and family engagement. And so we have a family engagement policy. And if you click this picture, it takes you to the outside of the PowerPoint, it takes you to the district's family and engagement policy. But in the spring, I think Ms. Kempson Mack is on. She participated in our Title I meetings last year. We had an opportunity to develop our school parent and family engagement policy. And we went through that process and we looked at some things. And so it was sent home at the end of last school year. It was sent home and all the report cards, the interims, when you got your child's interim, we sent you a copy of the parent and family engagement policy. So everyone should have gotten that policy that kind of tells you how we're going to engage you as parents. And so we have it on our school website. So if you ever need to see it, but it was in your interims. One of the ones that I'm really particular about is the parent and the school parent compact. It was sent in the report in the interims as well. This one tells what you can expect from us as a school, what we expect from your child, and what we expect from you as the parent. And what we've done with these, we printed these and we have them around our building. So if you're ever in our building, you will see this compact up on the wall and in different offices, because we want you to know that we are committed. We're committed to you. We know that you are committed to your children. And then we want the kids to know what our expectation of them. For the student, is come to school on time prepared. You know, we want them to do their homework, ask for help when they need it, attend intervention opportunities such as early bird and content tutoring after school, Saturday school. Read at least 30 minutes a day. That's very important outside of school. And behave responsibly, treat people with respect, and adhere to the written one and W.A. Perry Code of Conduct. So that's that's our school parent compact. Once again, it was in your interims too. And the last thing is the parents' right to know. There are rights that you have being in a Title I school. And so we have to inform you on whether or not your child teacher meets state qualification and licensure for the grades and subject in which they teach. And so if they do not, there's a letter that we send home. And during the first 20 days, if your kids start by someone who's not certified, we have to send you a letter, informing you of that. So, excuse me, y'all. I just did those letters, and they will be coming home to parents. You know, there's a teacher shortage, and so we've got some wonderful people who are here working with our students who are either working on certification. They may be certified, but maybe in a different area. And so we have to inform you of that and let you know. So those letters will be coming home. And I'll go ahead and tell you, it's our wonderful art program, our theater program, and 8th grade ELA. 8th grade ELA has 2 certified teachers in there, but they're not certified in ELA. They're both certified in special ed. So we just want to make sure that we inform you of that, okay?
So if you're looking for our Title I plan, here's where you can find it. It is located on our school's website. If you're here at the school, you may find it at the main office or in our media center and in our parent resource center, which is located in Building 1, Room 8. We provide opportunities for you to provide feedback to us. One way is through our suggestion box, and it is checked weekly. You may submit your concerns via email, or you may call. We also have a suggestion box at the main office. Or you may, like I mentioned before, become a member of our planning team. And those planning meetings, we will have a minimum of 3 meetings, and they do take place between February 2023 and May 2023. That's next year.
Well, this is the part that I hate to go over, but every now and then we may have a disagreement, and you're like, okay, I need to file a complaint. So once again, on the Written One page, on the Title I page, it tells you the procedures for filing a complaint. I'll be honest with you, I've never, in my time being here, this is year 7, I've never had a Title I complaint. I'm very, very intentional about how I spend federal dollars for children and making sure that kids have what they need in terms of interventions, instructional needs. And so we've just, and then Title I has Ms. Barwick is on, but she can tell you they are very strict when it comes to federal dollars. And there are things that we just cannot spend money on. We can't get, well, they're like, just get it out of Title I. No, you can't get it out of Title I. They're very, very strict and very particular, the documentation. And so I take it very seriously of being a good steward of the money that's provided here for the kids to make sure they have great experiences and that they're exposed to what they need to be exposed so that we can close that gap. But if you ever think you may need to file a Title I complaint, there are complaint procedures on the district webpage, and our consultants will walk you through how to do that. So guess what? You can improve what you do not measure. So this is my favorite part of the presentation, where we talk a little bit about the data that we have and what's available. And so we'll start with Ms. Brown.
So we use STAR Reading and STAR Math as our universal screener. Both assessments are student-based and they are computer adaptive assessments, meaning that it places each student on a level depending on questions that they are answering correct or incorrect. And so STAR reading is going to measure a student's knowledge and understanding of vocabulary, as well as their ability to apply those vocabulary strategies. In math, you're going to look at a variety of assessment purposes, including the interim assessments, screenings. You have some standards-based questions, but not a lot, so that we can make a comparison and correlation to how students are going to perform whenever they take SC Ready. They do have numbers and operations. They have data analysis and probability, but just a variety of questions that students are answering so that it can place them on a level. So looking at our school-wide data. So this is for our reading, and this is all of the school. In a moment, we'll break it down by grade level, but STAR is going to deliver 4 different levels or categories. We want all of our students to be in the green. However, we do have some students who score a little below. Our model here, whenever we talk to the students and motivate them, we want to eliminate the red. The red means urgent intervention. Our yellow is intervention. Our blue is on watch, and our green is at or above grade level. The green means that they are on the level that they are supposed to be on, given the grade that they are currently in. So right now in our reading, you can see that 43.2% of our students were in the urgent intervention level, 26.3% in the intervention, and 14% in our on watch category. The red, the yellow, and the blue technically are below grade level. The red is more below grade level than the blue, but all 3 of them together means that this is the amount of our population that is below grade level. So we do have 16.6% of our students scoring at or above, and now we'll break it down by grade level. So looking at 6th grade, you can see that 57.4% of our students scored in the urgent intervention, 20.8% of our students in intervention, 8.9% of our students in on watch. We have 12.9% of our students at the at or above grade level in 6th grade reading. 7th grade, 36.6% of our students in urgent intervention, 30.7% of our students in intervention, 11.9% of our students in the on watch category, and 20.8% of our students at the at or above grade level in 7th grade reading. And our 8th grade data shows that we have 13.9% of our students who are at or above grade level, and 36.6% of our students in the urgent intervention, 27.7% of our students in intervention, and 21.8% of our students in the on watch category. Now we'll look at our math scores. So our math scores school-wide, we have, if you focus on the green, we have 22.2% of our students that score in the at or above grade level for the entire school. 22.2% of those were in urgent intervention, 24.1% was in the intervention, and 14% was in the on watch. Looking at 6th grade, we have 10.9% of our students at or above, 55.5% of our students in the urgent intervention, 18.8% of our students in intervention, and 14.9% of our students in the on watch category. Our 7th grade data. 7th grade data shows that 29.7% of our students were in the urgent intervention, 29.7%, so they were equal in our intervention, 12.9% of our students in our on watch, and 27.7% of our students in the at or above category. And our 8th grade data shows that 28% of our students were in the at or above category, 13% of our students were in the intervention, the on watch category, 25% of our students was in the intervention, and 34% of our students was in the urgent intervention. And I will say that you can see that our green increased as students are with us for a while. So we like to help them understand the importance of test taking. When they come to us in sixth grade, we take them where they are. But one of the things that we really do well here is grow our students. So yes, our sixth grade data may appear that it's more red than any other grade levels, but we're going to take those students and we're going to grow them and achieve them and have them soar to higher heights whenever they take different types of assessments.
Thank you, Ms. Brown. And so one of the other areas that's a major concern for us is chronic absenteeism. And you've probably seen our big push for attendance. We had a couple of attendance incentives already. The first 10 days of school, we challenged kids to come and show up the first 10 days. And we had a great incentive for them. We just had an incentive last week where we ran a challenge for kids to come to school every day, every period that week. And we will have attendance incentives all school year long. We have a high chronic absenteeism rate. It is 55.7%. That is extremely high. If you also look at our feeder schools, we feed to Johnson in the 67.2. We get kids, I don't have the elementary slide on here, but we get kids from Watkins. We get a little bit for Bradley, Burton Pack, Carver Lyon. Carver Lyon has the least amount of chronic absenteeism. And so one of our goals here is to decrease our chronic absenteeism rate by 2%. And so we are calling when kids don't come, we're calling them, we're having attendance meeting, AIPs, because we can't teach them, guys, if they're not here at school. We can't grow and move if they're not here. And so we plead with you to send them to school every day, unless they're sick. Send them here every day so that we can work our magic in growing our kids. And Ms. Brown was so right. We'll talk a little bit more about how we've been able to sustain and move forward as a school, because we do a great job in growing our babies. And so our teacher attendance, we're very proud of what we're doing with teacher attendance. So W.A. Perry has the highest teacher attendance in the middle schools, and we're very happy about that this year. We've done a lot in terms of incentives for our employees who come to work. Ms. Patterson is on here, who used to work for us, and we give a monthly incentive. And sometimes it's very small, you know, chips, donuts, don't know what I would do without you. And then we give a 9-week incentive for those, you know, who come, and teachers like to compete for that, and prizes we give at the end of the year. And as you can see, we were number 6. We were tied for, well, we're number 6 in the district, tied with some other schools. And so we're very happy about our teacher attendance rate. And then some of the other areas that we're working on. Historically, guys, we've had some high referral rates. You know, we know who we are. We know the things that we deal with, and our goal has always been to reduce our referrals. And let's look at some other things that we can do. And so you can see that we've slowly been coming down from 1130 to 1030. And this was the year that we went out for COVID. It dropped to 550, but we went out in March. Now we don't think we'd have had 500 more. So we were on a good trajectory of our suspensions. And then in the 2021 school year, we were pretty much virtual for most of the year. So we only had 57. But last school year, we had 834. That is office referrals. And so our goal is to slash that by 10% per grade level. We really want to get that down. And so you're going to hear more about something that we're doing here called restorative practices. And we really want to work with our kids on a lot of conflict resolution strategies and skills. We want to work on, when it's appropriate, some restorative circles and how we can have kids come together, have conversations, talk out their issues so they're not always fighting through their issues. And so we're laying the groundwork for that. Our school counselors are doing classroom guidance. They're doing social emotional lessons. They're doing small groups and individual counseling with kids. We have a mental health worker here on site. She's here 2 to 3 days a week. She has a case load. We can make referrals. And so we're trying to use every intervention that we can to be able to help our kids problem solve and get our referrals down. Later on, Ms. Brown will tell you about something else that we're doing that we think is beneficial to our students. But our goal is always to get that office referral data down. Unfortunately, there are times when we have to refer kids to the hearing board. Once again, this is another number that I really wanted to decrease. You can see where we've been historically with our numbers. This was when COVID was going on and we were virtual. We only had 3. Last school year, we had 36. So we were coming back in off of COVID. We're getting readjusted to the building and expectations. But my goal is 24. My goal is no more than 20. I like 0, but my goal is no more than 24. We'd like to stay somewhere in that range.
So this is one of our initiatives at Perry, and I'm really excited about it. We began CAP. This is our 3rd year with CAP. The first year, there were only a couple of, or a select few employees that had a group of students that they were mentors to, they were advocates to. Last year, we opened it up so that every student in the building had an advocate. And this year, we are incorporating the exact same thing with our students. We just had our first CAP meeting and meeting our students last week. And it was really good because, as Dr. Coltrane explained to you earlier, I work more on the teacher side, but working with CAP gives me the opportunity to have my own set of students that they come and report to. And that's what it also affords every student in the building. They have one particular person that they can go and talk to at any time about grades, about behavior, about attendance, about anything. So this is one thing. So CAP actually stands for Cohort Advocate Program. It is a cohort is a group of people banded together or treated as a group. An advocate is a person who publicly supports a particular person, cause, or policy. An advocate also helps you navigate your career in life more effectively and creates opportunities for you to become more successful. And this was also presented to our students last week when we met with them. So why do we have CAP at Perry? The purpose is to provide every student with an advocate that's going to assist with reaching their academic potential. Students will be provided support in the areas of academics, behavioral, social, emotional, physical wellness, and attendance. And our superintendent, Dr. Witherspoon, has stated that a district's goal is to provide every student in Richland County School District 1 with an advocate beginning this year. So we actually are ahead of the game because we began a couple of years ago.
All right. So who will talk to parents about assessments? And so teachers and guidance and grade level administrators, when it's times for conferencing, and those parent conferences are going to be coming up in a few weeks. Parent conference night or doing scheduled meetings by the school counseling department. And our district conference dates is October 24th and March 20th. We'd love to hear from you. Last year, we did them virtually the past couple of years, and it has been great. We got more participation ever. So we wasn't sure if we wanted to stick with that format or if we wanted to do some kind of hybrid combination of both. But it was really, really great to get that many. When we would have it in the building, our participation would be kind of low. but when we had it online, I mean, we saw hundreds of parents. And so be curious to hear from you of what works best for you in terms of how we hold those conferences. So here's just a few of our babies. I think our scholars are brilliant. I think they are some of the best kids ever. We expose them to a lot of different activities and experiences and field studies. And so we're happy to be back open, able to take in that stuff again. We have some college tours planned, some other field trips planned. Kids have told me that I promised them that we would do some things when we open back up, and they are holding me to my word, what I told them. So I have to get going on planning these experiences that they say I promised them. Ms. Brown, did I promise them? I don't remember. Nah, I think I
No,
promised
I think
them.
you did. You
Yeah, I
did.
promised them a couple of trips when we open back up. So we're going to try to make that happen. All right. So that ends this portion of our meeting, and we'd like to entertain any questions that you potentially have for us. Any questions that you would like to ask us about the information that we have presented to you? Anything that you need us to clarify? A burning question that you may have, because we really want you to be, you're here tonight, we want you to be our mouthpiece and spread that good word, or clear up any confusion that parents may have about what it is that we're doing here.
Dr. Coltrane, this is Bridget Barwick.
Yes.
I just want to thank you and your team. You did a great job. I love the attention to the details and the extra data that you gave your parents and community and stakeholders tonight. So thank you for that. And, you know, those complaints procedures are on our district website, but we do encourage everyone that if you have a concern about something, go to your school administration first. And then from there, you know, you're welcome to call us within the Office of Federal and State Programs before going through all the formal processes, because we would love to, you know, talk about things and resolve any concerns here in-house.
Thank you, Ms. Barwick. I appreciate
Yes,
it. All right. So some of the things that if you all are okay with this, we had some people who applied to our new business. We don't have any old business. Well, Miss Moose, can you see the screen? Miss Moose. She may be on a call. We don't have any old business. Some of our new business, we want to eventually at our next meeting, we want to talk about some fundraising. We really want you to bring fundraising ideas. I really hope you guys will join me.
Dr. Coltrane, I'm sorry, did you call me?
Yeah, that's okay. I wanted
I'm
to see if
sorry.
you could see the
You know,
screen.
I'm always,
I know
multitasking.
I know you're multitasking. Yes, ma'am.
What were you at?
The elections, I'd like for us to see if we could, I'm going to send out some tools to vote. I saw some people on here that say they would love to be on SIC PTO. I think I looked at the document and I saw Ms. Kempson Mack, I saw Ms. Tucker, I saw Ms. Patterson, and it was one other name. I saw 4 names on there. So I said, I want to send it and give it one more opportunity, but I'm ready in our October meeting for us to really nail down some people to be able to look at how we can increase our fundraising, our parent participation. And we are selling World's Finest Chocolate. It came last week. It is here, and the kids are bringing their money. And so if you want a whole box is $60. If you know anybody that wants a box, please let us know, and we will sell this chocolate until all 52 boxes are gone. We have 52 boxes.
Ayana.
Huh? You said what?
I think she was talking to her daughter.
No, I'm sorry. I was calling Ayana. I'm sorry.
Oh, we got 52 boxes and we're ready to get rid of it.
We already sold 3 over here for the Bulldogs already.
Okay. Okay. We have Arts in the Courtyard. Anybody with a 6th grade baby who's performing, Arts in the Courtyard is tomorrow night at 5:30 p.m. That is a a program for our sixth graders to showcase what they have learned in related arts during the first 30 days. I will tell you, historically, it tends to be packed. So if you're a sixth grade parent, we're back having it, face to face again. And typically we get, I think we put out 100 chairs and it will be filled. So if you have a sixth grade baby that's in related arts and they've been practicing for arts in the courtyard, we're gonna do that tomorrow night. Please make sure, I'm hoping everyone is getting the What's Happening at W.A. Perry Sunday newsletter, that you're following us on all of our social media platforms, and that you continue to look at our growing calendar to keep up with everything that's happening with W.A. Perry. So, any questions? Ms. Brown, do you have a list of parents? Let's make sure that we have everyone's name.
I think I have everyone.
I saw a couple of people come in at the end.
Yes, Galaxy A135G. Can you give me your name, please, so that I can display it properly, please?
I don't know who that is. I'm trying, let me see. Galaxy, I don't know who that is. Someone that's calling from a phone, maybe? Galaxy A135G, I don't know who that is.
It's not 988, but since you're unmuted, may I have your name, please? 988-5249.
Carol Brantley.
Carol Brantley. Okay. Okay, and I see.
I seen
you
it
were twice. Okay.
I sent a direct message to Galaxy A13G5.
Okay. Hey, Miss Royal, I see Miss Royal with hand. Yes, Miss Royal.
Yes, no, I was just making sure you could see my name on there.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am. I
ma'am.
have you. I saw you in the
Okay.
chat.
Okay.
I'm going to call out everyone's name just to make sure I haven't missed anyone. So I have Keziah's mom, Leslie Patterson. I have a phone number, 803-988-5249. I have Kanisha Jones, Pamela Kempson Mack, Cheryl Coffey, Janetta Tucker, another number, 803. And I'm gonna take okay, the 988 number I'm gonna take off because Ms. Brantley, I have you twice. The other number is 803-766-8876. Carol Brantley, the Galaxy, and Shaka Khan Roy. Is that everyone?
Miss
Yes,
Royal,
ma'am.
who's your baby?
Zion and Ayana Thomas, 7th and 6th graders.
Okay.
7th and 8th,
Seventh
I'm
and
sorry,
eighth
7th and 8th.
graders.
Oh, Lord. I'm putting them back again. I'm sorry, she goes up to 7th and 8th.
I'm sure.
Is that everyone?
Yeah, 'cause I
Okay,
wanna
Dr.
make
Cochran, I'm gonna
sure.
go ahead and copy to you.
I want to make sure I have everybody's name because I want to see y'all. We about to do some good work here. Yes. You putting it in the, oh, there we go. All right. Let me show you what we're gonna do. And I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up on the screen so we all ready to go. Drop them in this box. Did it go in there? Come on, did they all go in there? Okay, I'm gonna try to, let me go back and I'm gonna share my screen. Share my screen. Tell me when you all can see it.
It's a shame y'all forget my name
Yeah.
every year.
T, I love you. I hope this works. Hold on, y'all. You know what? Because that ain't the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to go like this. Does that look right, Ms. Brown?
Yes, ma'am, it does.
All right. So everybody can see it, right?
Yep.
Yes, ma'am. We can see
All
it.
right, here we go. We're spinning for 6 state fair passes. And let's go with the first one. Click the spin. Miss Tucker.
Yay.
See, I
Thank
got
y'all.
let me see if I can get some pictures. Yeah.
Congratulations. Thank
All
y'all.
right. Here we go again. We're clicking. Woo! Kaziah's mom. Woo woo.
And Keziah's mom, may I have her last name, please?
I know. I don't. Yeah.
Tyler, Tyler.
Thank you.
Yay.
All right. Here we go again. Miss Coffee.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop whoop. All right, here we go. I like this little random generator. Miss Jones.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we cooking.
Bailey Stokes. Thank
Bailey,
you.
so yes. I knew that. Miss Brantley.
Yes.
What's your baby's name?
Malaya Bower.
Okay, you got that, Brown? Woo-hoo.
What's the last name again?
Bower.
Great.
All right, that's 5. We got one more left. And here we go and spinning. All right, who's the 803-766-8876? What was I supposed to take? Is that Miss Brantley again? No?
No, I took her other number out.
Okay.
Let's see. Who's the 803-766-8876? Ooh, y'all. Hello.
I'm on the Zoom PTO meeting thing I'm telling you about.
Y'all, can y'all hear who that is? I hate
No, Galaxy. I think that's a different person.
who the 803. I want, because if they're not here or they're not on, I want to move to the next person. Are they on where they can unmute themselves?
I'm not sure. Let me double check.
I don't see. Yeah, I do see them.
I think they're trying to call one more person.
Going once.
Going twice. We're gonna remove them, y'all. Oh yeah. Oh, ain't nobody. All right, we're gonna move them and we're gonna spin one more time. That Galaxy was determined. All
Now
right,
Galaxy is you.
who is the Galaxy? Oh, y'all, I don't. Hello, Galaxy. Y'all, who is the Galaxy?
And you got to pay online. I've been trying to tell you that you have to pay.
The Galaxy is Stacy Isaac's mom. They're in the chat room.
They're in the chat.
Yes.
Okay, Stacy Isaac. All righty, guys. That is our drawing. Got to be in it to win it, right?
Yes.
That was
Dr.
my
Coltrane, may I ask Janetta Tucker, who's your child?
Kaylin Scott.
Kaylin
Yay,
Scott. That's
Kaylin.
the daughter's name.
Great. Ma'am.
I say, that's my daughter's name.
Oh, okay.
Thank y'all.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so thank you guys so much for joining us this evening. I'm so excited. Miss Kia, do you want to add anything else before we?
No,
before we
I'm
go?
excited of all y'all winners. Yay!
We're so excited.
Coltrane never want to give me no tickets. She be forgetting about little old me. She don't give me
Look at Preston Richardson is trying to come to the meeting. The meeting is over. My baby.
So are you ready for me to close it out, Dr. Coltrane?
Yes, anything else you want to add?
I just can't wait to our next meeting. I thank you for all the volunteers that are looking to be nominated for our PTO. I am really excited about that.
Oh,
If you know any other parents that like to join, please tell them about our meeting for next month. That way they can join and we can nominate and we can take that vote next month. Okay.
Let me just ask you, we have been doing them okay, Miss Jones, I got you good. We have been meeting virtually. Sometimes it just
Oh,
works for
virtually, though.
people. But I just wanted to find out whether or not we want to keep them virtually, we want to keep them face to face, or we want to move face to face, or we want to look at a combination of things. Just trying to see what you guys would want. Virtual works good in some instances. Just want to figure out what you guys would like. I definitely help when I'm available. Thank you so much. Thank y'all. Any ideas about what you prefer? I know everybody's life is on the go. It can be easy to jump on and then when I can't hear you, Miss Moose, you're muted.
No, the grandkids are leaving. That's the reason why
okay.
I had the grandkids at the house. So multitasking.
Okay. Hybrid means like 1 month we might meet virtually, another month we might meet face to face, like a combination of, maybe looking at it like that. I see you shaking your head, Galaxy. That's good.
Yeah, that'll be good. Definitely be good for me.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right. So we'll look at both of those and how we can set that up. But I'm excited, y'all. PTO SIC doesn't have to be big in numbers, but mighty in the work that we do. So I appreciate that. And so you all will definitely be hearing back from me. In fact, Ms. Brown has the names. Let me take a screenshot of all these so I can make sure when I go back, I'll be ready. And we'll be about the work of advancing WA period. So thank y'all so much.
Miss Leslie, Miss Leslie has her hand up, Dr.
Okay.
Coltrane.
Okay.
Do you have something to say, Miss Leslie?
I have no clue why my hand is up. I'm sorry, y'all.
Okay. We wanted to make sure if you had something to say that you were able to say it before we wrapped up here today. And like Dr. Coltrane says, I just want to add, we don't have to be big in numbers. We have been a small group for a very long time, and we have done lots of big things as a small group. I've been a part of the WA Perry family for 10 years now. So since 2011. So the small groups are great, as long as we do mighty things for our children, because we have the best children out there in this group. Just want to let you know. I have a lot of children that come from Perry.
And excited to still be a part of the family. Yes, ma'am, Ms. Jones. Yes, ma'am. And so we will get you your state fair passes. We will call you, let you know when we have them and whether or not you want to pick them up or you want us to send them home by a kid. We'll let you know, okay? And so if that all hearts and minds are clear, as they say in the church, it is 6:29. We stuck to our hour. And we thank you guys so much. Can I stop that recording?